We are here in Cordoba, Spain this week. The city is really cool. The architecture here is just amazing. You can really see the influence from all the different cultures that have lived here.
And there are lots of specific foods that are from Cordoba and this part of Spain. So we're very excited to try them and share them with you.
If you don't know us, we're Alex,
Mehmet,
and Bindi, and we travel all over the world looking for the best food and dog-friendly destinations.
Let's go eat. This morning, we are off to a late start a little bit. We want something healthy this morning because we have been eating out a lot lately. So I found a place called Restaurant Kaputt. It looks like they have a lot of healthy options.
And coffee.
And coffee.
This was the perfect breakfast to start our time in Cordoba. For breakfast here, you can basically do a make-your-own toast with a number of fresh toppings, and they have delicious juices and, of course, good coffees.
We had a really great breakfast. Mehmet did not stick with his coffee option.
Well, there was Nutella on the menu. I haven't had Nutella in a long time, so I wanted some Nutella.
And now we are going to go get another coffee.
Our walk down to Arabiga, which we've been told is one of the best coffees in Cordoba, took us through some of the narrow, mesmerizing, beautiful streets of Cordoba's Old Town. The coffees here were excellent, and we sipped on them while wandering through this really cool city until we were hungry again.
There's a market here that looks really cool. It looks like they have a lot of good food options, and I read online that they allow dogs, so we are hoping that's correct. We're gonna go check it out now.
Mercado Victoria is Cordoba's first gastronomic market, bringing together both local traditions and modern international flavors under one roof. And we are happy to confirm that it is dog-friendly.
All right, so I got something called Cordoba burger. It smells so good. She grilled it right on like coals. It looks really good. Oh, such smoky flavor. A lot of sauce all over me. Oh. That's the mic. As you can see, it is fairly pink in the middle. Just after the first bite, you can see the pink, but this is so juicy. Oh, it tastes so good. It literally tastes like right off the barbecue grill. It's really, really good. It's really good. Mad props.
I got the Iberico Bocadillo. So it's a sandwich with the famous Iberian ham. Never actually had this ham in Spain, so I can't wait to try it. It's really good. The bread is really nice, soft on the inside, really crispy on the outside, and the ham is like really soft. Like not very chewy, just like soft, a little bit salty, very fatty. It's delicious.
The market was the perfect late afternoon meal for us because we had a big night ahead.
You know that we love wine, but we don't actually know a whole lot about Spanish wines. So tonight we are going to do a guided Spanish wine tasting to learn some more.
We spent the rest of the night at Jugo Vinos, where the wonderful shop owner guided us through a tasting of Spanish natural wines and prepared some delicious dishes for us to have alongside them. Jugo is a natural wine shop, and Gabby, the owner, knows the winemakers personally and was able to share a lot of knowledge about what makes each one unique. We had a great night here, full of delicious wines and tasty bites. The next day, we found another great coffee shop where we had some much-needed caffeine.
The sun has come out and we had some great coffees. Now we're going to head to lunch to try some classics from Cordoba and the Andalusian region.
We stuck with regional classics for this meal, starting with the traditional Berenjenas con Miel.
This is a dish from around here, so it's fried eggplant with honey and cheese.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of honey on there.
I love honey.
Like with the cheese.
The cheese. Okay. Yeah. It is really good. I like it a lot. Honey definitely makes it like so much nicer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dab and get a little bit more honey. That's really good.
Yeah. This is Flamenquín Cordobes. It's like a pork roll breaded with, I think, some more ham inside. Very porky dish.
Meat on meat on meat.
Yeah. It's honestly huge too. It's a lot bigger than I expected it to be. You can hear how crispy it is though.
Yeah.
This was definitely not a meal I could eat every day, but it was delicious.
These fries are awesome too. They're perfect.
So we just got the oxtail stew. It's so much and it looks so good. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can get that. It is just falling off the bone. Woo.
Nice.
Let's see. Excited for this. It's so tender. Oh my god. This is so good.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. This is so good. Wow. It is so tender. It's juicy, tender. I mean, what else could you ask for?
After this massive but delicious lunch, we passed something else we had to stop and try.
We were walking by the square and passed this little, literally hole-in-the-wall bar. Like there's just space for one person to walk in there, but it was packed, absolutely packed with people. So after lunch, we decided to come and try it.
It is definitely very local. Like, everyone here speaks Spanish except us.
Yeah.
We finished our little sidewalk cervezas and headed out to see more of the city's historic sites. The most famous site here is the Mezquita-Catedral, one of the most extraordinary religious buildings in the entire world. Built as a mosque in the year 785, it was transformed into a cathedral centuries later and now stands as a breathtaking structure that fuses both Islamic and Christian architecture. We didn't go in because we had Bindi with us, but we were able to take in a lot of its beauty just by walking around the outside.
There's a pastry from Cordoba called Pastel de Cordobes. It looks really good. We're honestly really full, but we're gonna go give it a try anyway. This is the Pastel de Cordobes. Pastry from here. I think it's puff pastry on top and some type of filling. Kind of bland. What do you think of the Pastel de Cordobes?
It was okay. It's not something I would get again. It wasn't bad. But to me, it wasn't that interesting.
Pretty bland, honestly.
Yeah, so,
Tasted maybe not the freshest.
yeah, it did feel a little stale, but it is like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe they made it early in the morning. I don't know.
I felt like the people in the cafe were having a competition over who could make the most noise.
It was
It was
very
kind
loud.
of not the most pleasant experience. One thing I'm super surprised about here is how many tourists there are. Like, it's February and it's just full of tourists and people. I really did not expect it to be this busy. Very pretty town, but definitely very touristic.
Yes, very. We are now going to go to a place called Casa Pepe. We read really good reviews about this place, so I'm very excited.
This restaurant is in a really beautiful setting in one of the unique historic Cordoba buildings, and the deliciousness of the food matched the special atmosphere. They have traditional Cordoban dishes as well as some more unique things on the menu. We started with another plate of Berenjenas con Miel. Here, they're more like fritters and topped with a thick molasses. These were super crispy, and you could detect the eggplant a lot more easily in these ones than in the ones we had yesterday. I decided to go with something less traditional, a tuna tartare and a chilled garlic almond soup. This was definitely an unusual dish, but I really enjoyed it. The soup was nutty and rich, yet didn't overpower the delicate tuna. Mehmet couldn't resist the lamb shoulder, which had the absolute crispiest skin. The meat inside was tender and juicy, served with a side of spiced couscous.
So we realized there are multiple Casa Pepes. I think the one we went to is La Juteria. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. They did let Bindi in. We were a bit worried about that because a lot of the places kind of don't let dogs in. It is a bit fancy. It is fancier than we thought it was going to be, but the food was really, really good. So we're very happy that we went.
Before wrapping up our time in Cordoba, we had one last meal to fit in.
Tonight we're heading to dinner at a place called El Astronauta.
Let's go eat!
Needing something a bit lighter tonight, we started with a plate of mezes. Each one was really good, but we especially loved the one called mazamorra, made with almonds and topped with slightly sweet quince paste. This was totally new to us, and I think it's our new favorite meze. These amazing Mediterranean flavors continued into our mains. Mine was a super soft confit piece of cod, also served with some of the mazamorra, but this one had bits of apple in it, possibly even better than the original. Surprisingly, it was Mehmet who went with the vegetarian option tonight. He got a vegetarian moussaka filled with eggplant, zucchini, and a vegan bechamel. This was another meal full of unique dishes and left us really loving the taste of this region of Spain. If you watched last week's video, you know that we were pleasantly surprised with how dog-friendly Valencia was. In Cordoba, we didn't run into any big problems having Bindi with us, but it was clear that many restaurants preferred that dogs only be at the outside tables. Given the beautiful weather, this wasn't a problem. Despite not loving dogs inside, Bindi did get lots of attention, and it seems like Cordoba is a city full of people who love dogs. Next week, our adventures are continuing in Portugal. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.